Hey team, hope everyone is doing well. I want to thank you all for the support, comments, and feedback. Today we're going to review two generals and we're going to take a look at new civilization gear. Let's open up Evony and get into it. So the first general we're going to look at is going to be the general here in the Alliance Carnival. His name is Zhu Yu. Zhu Yu is a main city defense general, and he increases in-city range troop and siege machine attack by 40% and in-city ground troop and mounted troop defense and HP by 20%. In his first specialty, he has siege machine attack 10%, siege machine HP 10%. In his second specialty, he has in-city troop attack 6%. In his third specialty, he has all troops attack 6%. And in his fourth specialty, he has in-city troop attack 25%, in-city range troop and siege machine defense 25%, in-city range troop and siege machine HP 25%. Alright. Let's check out his covenant. So in his covenant, he seems to have Sun Si, Ku Zeng, and Zhang Fei. Hopefully I pronounced the name correctly. In the first covenant, he has in-city range troop and siege machine defense 10%. Second covenant, he has healing speed of 5%. In the third covenant, he has in-city ground troop and mounted troop attack 10%. In the fourth covenant, he has in-city range troop and siege machine HP 10%. And in-city ground troop and mounted troop defense 10%. Remember about these gold knights here? So you at least want to get him up to here, so it could be useful for you if you're not going to be utilizing this general. Alright, in his fifth covenant, he has in-city ground troop and mounted troop HP 10%. And in his last covenant attribute, he has in-city range troop and siege machine attack 10%. And in-city troop HP 10%. Okay, that's not bad. So having his main skill, his 4 specialties, and his covenant, if you want to utilize him as your assistant world general, he will give you 47% ground troop attack, 40% HP ground, 30% ground defense, 87% archer attack, 45% archer HP, 35% archer defense, 47% mounted attack, 40% mounted HP, 30% mounted defense, and 97% siege attack, 55% siege HP, and 35% siege defense. That's not bad. Okay, so if you have the chance, or you're gonna do some miracle coining and you want him as your main general, you're gonna need to get him ascended. So let's check that out. In his first star, he has in-city ground troop and mounted troop attack 10%, in-city range troop and siege machine defense 15%. In his second red star, he has in-city range troop attack 20%, healing speed 10%. In his third red star, he has in-city siege machine attack 20%, in-city ground troop and mounted troop defense and HP 20%. In his fourth red star, he has in-city ground troop and mounted troop attack 25%, in-city range troop and siege machine defense and HP 10%. And in his last red star, he has in-city range troop and siege machine attack, defense, and HP 20%. So when you put all that together, as the main defensive general, ƘЯΣW, he gives you 82% ground troop attack, 127 archer attack, 102 mounted attack, and 117 siege attack. He also gives you 60% ground troop HP, 75% archer troop HP, 80% mounted troop HP, and 65% siege machine HP, as well as 50% ground troop defense, 80% archer troop defense, 70% mounted troop defense, and 60% siege defense, which is pretty decent. He has you covered. All right, so that is one of 2 new generals that Evony has released this weekend. The next general we're going to take a look at is this guy, ƘЯΣW, and he is a ground general. Let's go check him out. ԿЯSW here is a leading the army general, very versatile. He increases ground troop attack and defense by 55% and ground troop HP by 40%. Let's check out his specialties. In his first specialty, he has ground troop attack 10%, ground troop HP 10%. In his second specialty, he has ground troop and mounted troop attack 10%. In his third specialty, he has ground troop attack 10%, ground troop HP 10%, and ground troop defense 10%. In his last specialty, he has ground troop and mounted troop attack 45%, ground troop defense 45%, and march size 8%. Let's check out his covenant. In his covenant, he has Wei Qing, Yu Fei, and Chang. In his first covenant attribute, he has ground troop attack 5%. In his second attribute, he has ground troop training speed 5%. In his third attribute, he has ground troop defense 10%. In his fourth attribute, he has reinforcing ground troop HP 10% and ground troop HP 5%. In his fifth attribute, he has attacking ground troop attack 10%. And on his last attribute, he has march size capacity of 6% and in rally ground troop attack 10%. If you're looking to get ԿЯSW and you want him as your assistant, he's giving you 155% ground troop attack, 65% ground troop HP, and 120% ground troop defense, with a march size of 14%. Let's say you want to max him out, get all the copies you needed, you're going to have to ascend him. So let's check that out. In his first star, he has ground troop attack and HP 10%. In his second star, he has attacking troop death into wounded rate 8%. In his third star, he has ground troop attack 20%, ground troop and mounted troop defense 10%. In his fourth star, he has ground troop and mounted troop attack and HP 15%. And in his fifth star, he has ground troop attack and defense 25% and march size of 8%. Overall, you're looking at ԿЯSW providing you 225 ground troop attack, 90% ground troop HP, and 155% ground troop defense. with a Mars size of 22%. If you're looking to get him, you know where he's at, you know where to get him. Last thing I would like to show you is the new Civ gears. The Monsu Dynasty set. Equip 2 at a time and activate attacking siege machine attack 900 flat, Mars size capacity 15%, and enemy range troop and siege machine HP -20%. Own all 6 and you'll get an additional siege machine attack, defense, and HP 15%. So the weapon, it has attacking siege machine attack 40%, siege machine attack 10%, enemy range troop and siege machine attack -20%, enemy ground troop and mounted troop attack -20%. On the Monsu armor, he gives you range troop and siege machine attack 15%, range troop and siege machine defense 15%, range troop and siege machine HP 15%, and enemy ground troop attack -30%. The Monsu boots, it gives you attacking siege machine and range troop defense 20%, attacking range troop and siege machine HP 20%, enemy range troop and siege machine HP -20%, enemy range troop and siege machine attack -20%. The Monsu Eagle helmet, it gives you attacking siege machine defense 25%, attacking siege machine HP 25%, enemy ground troop and mounted troop attack -10%, enemy ground troop and mounted troop HP -10%. The Monsu skirt armor, it gives you range troop attack 25%, siege machine defense 200 flat, siege machine HP 800 flat, and enemy ground troop and mounted troop defense of -15%. The Monsu bracers, it gives you range troop attack 25%, attacking siege machine attack 30%, enemy range troop and siege machine HP -15%, and siege machine attack 10%. These are decent. Now, where would you put these? I mean, there's some options. You could use it on a sub-city general. You could place it on a wall if you don't have choreo sets. But I'm thinking maybe a T11 siege general. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Don't take in kind, tread real lightly, he built real nicely. Create your preset at City Buffs. So those are 3 major updates that Evony has introduced to us. And I'll see you guys on the next one.